OMG BBG! So today we're doing an info video on the basics on competitive play in Beyblades.
So this is going to be about the limited format that WBO has set up for all of their tournaments, official tournaments, and their upcoming one called the Grand Battle Tournament 2.
So some of you guys are going to be competing in that tournament and in other ones as well. So I think it's a good idea that we show you guys what the rules are and how you can use that information to your advantage.
So a lot of you guys asked, what's the limited format? You guys don't really know yet or haven't read through it, so we're going to tell you right now. So basically, limited format is different from your standard format where you can use anything. There's a ban list. There's certain parts that you can't use and can use. So this creates kind of, let's say, more customizations, right?
Yes.
And gives Metal Fusion and all the other older wheels and stuff like that, all the older parts kind of
gives them a chance.
Time to shine. So all of this info that we're going to be giving you guys is based on version 1.2 of the limited format, and all of this competitive play is going to be in the BB10 stadium. So keep that in mind because you won't be battling in any other type of stadium other than the BB10. So let's go over some general rules first with the limited format. So all 40 wheels are banned except for 2 and only 2. And those are Omega Dragonis, the Omega wheel, and Jade from Jade Jupiter. Reason why is because...
Well, the reason why the 4D wheels are banned is, well, simply because they're too OP, they're too overpowered, they're too heavy. It just doesn't give Metal Fusion or Metal Masters wheels a chance, and I think it's more fair that, and it will be more fun to see there is more customization in that aspect.
If there wasn't a limited format and you just went with standard, basically everyone would just use 40 wheels, right? Yeah, the reason why Omega and Jade are in this kind of selection and they're not banned is because they're not too OP. Yeah, that's the reason why you can use those 240 wheels. Next up, we're gonna tell you guys about the banned wheels from Metal Fusion / Metal Masters. So we have here our Basalt, Hell, and Gravity. You pretty much know why Basalt is banned already. It's too heavy. And same with Hell. You're like, oh, Hell's not as heavy as Basalt, but it's still heavier than most of the wheels in Metal Masters and Metal Fusion.
So the Hell wheel is also called Hades in Hasbro's terms, so that is also banned as well. Both Hasbro and Takara Tomi's parts in the Hyperblades in the 4D are banned, and same in the Metal Masters.
Yeah. So don't think about, oh, I'm using the Hasbro version of the Takara Tomy 40 Bay. Yeah, they're the same part technically, right? It's like some of them might just have different names and stuff. So those are banned as well. And the last wheel we're talking about is Gravity. So basically Gravity is just a really versatile wheel and it's kind of on the fence.
Big shout out to the people at WBO for, you know, making this all happen and testing all the parts and see which one is fair or not.
Tons of dedication, like, and tons of testing. How many rounds do you have to go? 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Like a billion times.
You gotta rip a lot.
You're gonna rip a lot. So yeah. Okay, continuing.
Not letting it rip in the other sense.
Okay, so next part I'm going to talk to you guys about is the tracks. So these are also including 0G tracks as well.
Yeah, so the tracks. Let's tell you guys a little bit more about the tracks. We got the BD145, this famous track for being OP. From Metal Masters and Metal Fusion, I remember this track. It's basically
heavy, big
what
plastic.
Everyone used.
Yeah, it's OP.
Yeah.
So
scrapes a lot in BB10 though, but I guess it's still a really OP track.
Next up we have our Switch Attack 165 from 0G series. So pretty much same concept, it's heavy plastic.
So other ones are banned is the Elevator 230.
Pretty much same thing. Big plastic, heavy, same ordeal.
And we have another one that's kind of like that too, hey?
SP 230. So that's same reasons, heavy, big plastic, you know.
Okay, now let's talk about the tips.
So there's only 2 tips that are banned.
So the tips, let's talk about Rubber Sharp. So this is a tip that I remember William loved to use a lot, especially with the Rev Up launcher. And it's just like, it's like the biggest wall you can have. It's stationary, it's super stationary to the stadium
and all the friction.
I can see the reason why they banned it. I'm sure a lot of you guys like using that one too.
Yeah. Next up is the RDF tip, Rubber Defense Flat. Pretty much the same reason. I would say, personal opinion, it doesn't do as well of a job as Rubber Sharp, but pretty much same reason why it's banned, because, you know, stone walls, everything. Alright, so the last thing that we'll be talking to you guys about for the rules is 0G. So like, okay, well, I'm gonna try and counter all of it with Synchrome since that's gonna be really heavy. Well, no, you can't do that. Synchrome is banned, so which means no 2 metal wheels. You can't have 2 of them. You're gonna have to have only 1 metal wheel with a crystal wheel. There you go. That's how it's gotta be.
So the wheels with the crystal wheels are still fine?
Yeah, but once you start synchroming,
then that's banned.
So you can't synchrome.
And by the way, for the beginners, synchroming is when you use 2 metal wheels from the 0G series, combining both of them to make it even heavier.
You get extra weight like that, no plastic. So that really adds on the weight. You're gonna like double up, triple up. Alright, so we're gonna be doing future videos on this limited format. So if you guys have any suggestions on what combos we should use, let us know in the comment section below. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, everything.
So start customizing, and as always,
geeks out! Oh. But they didn't ban this.
Was so OP!